What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Just watching a little bit of some Endless Potential here. So today we're gonna do the Crunch gym review. I know I've been putting it out for a few weeks. I've been in here about 4 or 5 times, and so it's due. It's overdue. I need to get the Crunch review out to you guys so you can see what it's about, and then we're gonna move on to some more gyms coming soon. So let's go ahead and start getting after it. Right off the bat, I do like the color scheme they got here of the gray and black accents on the walls. It kind of gives a pretty good vibe here. What is a little bit different compared to the other gyms I'm used to going to is that they have some plates in the back that are thicker rubber. I'm used to like steel or like a hardened rubber. But as you can see here, we'll get to that in a second. So we got the pull-up / dip machine here. It's not a machine, but the station, I should say. Not too bad if you want to build some massive triceps, get some shoulder and some chest in, as well as some back. And then we'll come over here real quick. I'm just going to do like a walk around of the gym. So in here, y'all seen this before in my last video. We have the posing room. And so as you can see right here, they have it to where you can adjust lights as you want. So now if you look over there at the stage, you can start to really narrow it down. If you zoom over there real quick, it allows you to get some really good lighting, and you can also control fans as well. So they're not really loud, so you can stay pretty cool if that's your goal. I like to get a little sweat going, a little bit of cardio, if you can call it that, when I'm doing my posing. So I usually like to stay hot. Amazing posing room. That's one thing I will say that I wish other gyms, as they're opening them up, these chain style gyms, so Gold's, Crunch, maybe Planet Fitness, like the major gyms that are all across the US, I really hope that they start putting more posing rooms in, as well as other stations that are like sport specific. Happy to see this here because this is a newer gym. It's only been open about 6 months, so maybe 7 now. So we'll keep on going here. And then as you can see, they have a ton of cardio stations, which is nice because usually you're having a large group of people at one time trying to get in, you know, those extra calories burned. Tons of treadmills, tons of Stairmasters. So this is actually really nice. Stairmasters is a very, very underrated piece of equipment. It's a good way to keep your heart rate high without having a ton of high intensity, so it's not really fatiguing, so you can burn a ton of calories. And most gyms I go to have like maybe 4, maybe. So the fact that they have like double that right here is really nice. And then additionally you have some ropes here, so if you want to get some extra additional cardio in, get a nasty upper body pump, shoulder pump. You already know what these are. We got rowers, a few rowers here, a few assault bikes, and some more rowers as well. And so you tell you they take cardio pretty serious here. It's about half of the gym here if you kind of pan out. I mean, at least almost half is cardio by itself. So they're pretty serious about the cardio here, which is not a bad thing, and it gives you the opportunity with all the equipment available. What's also nice, like I said, more sport specific, is you got some punching bags. So if you want to, you know, get in a few rounds here, take out some aggression, whatever you need to do, you got some punching bags. ITT, about to pop the bag open. And then medicine balls. This is more for like additional cardio, CrossFit style. You got the tire flips here. So what I really like about these is this is a good way to get in a little bit of back work. And it's a compound, right? Because you're using your legs and your back. So this is actually a really good movement for your, not so much sport specific, but more so like real life, you know, picking things up and moving them. It's kind of nice to see this in the gym. Which, I mean, technically this could be sport specific if you're doing more of like a strongman thing, because they do tend to do a lot of flipping, a lot of picking things up. So I guess you could still call this sport specific. So you just getting a good squat. And then from here, you're just gonna pick it up. And it's got bumpers. So that is, you're hitting a squat, and you're getting to use your back for this. You have to keep it rigid to toss it. And just back and forth. So you're getting a little bit of like a higher heart rate because you're moving back and forth, having to flip it back and forth. So that's what I was trying to hit there. And then what you're gonna see a lot of is they have the pull-up bar, different style pull-up bars, monkey bars kind of style. So it allows you to get a ton of back work in, and also grip strength if that's your goal there. A lot of the benches, the one thing I will say about the benches that I don't like, but it's kind of good, and it's got its pros and cons, is that they actually put them into the ground so you can't move them, which is nice because they're not all over the place. But sometimes it feels like they can be a little too close if somebody's trying to work out in front of you or trying to get dumbbells. But it's got its pros and cons. At least when you come in, you know exactly where they're going to be at when you get in here, so you're able to just go. You got some additional fly cables as well. So I don't usually see, and you can see right here, you got some over here. So these are really, really good accessories. So you hit it from a different angle. So we got different angles, right? So this is about mid-chest, going from the bottom to the top. Over here, you're going from the bottom to the top as well, but it's more of an upper angle on that seat. And this is more for like your back. So this is a good accessory for your back because because it's individual and it's not, so because this is individual and it's not one cable in the middle, you can do a lot of isolation work one-handed. So if you have one side that's weaker than the other on a muscle group, it allows you to notice that and then adjust that. Oh, you got that sucker stuff on. Grab this real quick. Nothing too heavy. Let me see where I'm locked out here. This ain't very heavy, it's just for demonstration, but so if I want to get like a good squeeze, because it's free and it's a cable and they're isolated, I don't have to worry about being locked in here, right? Because I can only pull as far as whatever handle I have. But because it's out, I can get a really good squeeze and open up the chest and get a deep, deep contraction. So you can see from the back, if you come from the back, as I pull in, I get the squeeze down and back. Really, really good for isolation. If you're wanting to build a big back, isolation is going to be, a big part of your workout. After you get your compounds in, right? We're not going to slack on those, but these are good to add on. Additionally, same thing here. There's different types of rows from the bottom, from the top. This one is more so for shoulder pressing. So you can actually put your back down and then stand and then press. So, the good thing about cables versus dumbbells and free weights is that they provide constant tension. So there's no slack. So as you're coming down and moving up, the weight doesn't change the entire time. Whereas with dumbbells, you can kind of get momentum in and then it can, so this allows you to get a lot of work done after your compounds. And then we'll kind of squeeze through the middle here. So this is what I actually really, really love, is all the squat / deadlift stations. So every single squat station has a deadlift platform. What is a deadlift platform? So if you see where the black mats are at, those are actually like a softer material, so it doesn't damage the ground. And so when you're hitting heavy weight, like this guy right here, he's about to hit 405, it looks like, or he already did. I got him like loading the weights in. That's good. That's good footage. You with him?
Oh nah, but I'm watching.
So like right here where he's got his weights at, that's what I'm talking about. This is the deadlift station. So it's nice. I'm doing a gym review here, just so you know. Yeah, he's picking up some heavy weight. I was wondering where all the 45s were at. Now I found them.
It's hot though. It's slippery too.
Yeah. You know, there's one thing I like to say that gyms could do better with is providing chalk. It'd be nice if they could provide chalk. I know like a lot of hardcore powerlifting gyms, they will have chalk in like a bowl available, and that'd be really nice. That way, because your grip will start to slip, so unless you're using straps, chalk is kind of necessary, especially when you're hitting really heavy weight. So unless you're bringing your own chalk, it can kind of be hard to grip when you're getting like 3 plates and higher, you know, depending on how strong your grip is.
Oh, you got your tripod too.
Oh, snap. There we go.
He out here grinding too.
Yeah. You do an Instagram? What do you?
I do.
I got you.
I just started, yeah.
You want to put your channel? You want to put your Instagram out there?
Yeah, hold on. I can put it on camera real quick.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Trust me, you want to right now.
I want to check you out. I'll pull it. Let's see. What you got? You want to show it to the camera and we'll get you out there so you get some.
I don't know if it's in frame.
Yeah, it is.
Is that 83 kg?
Go ahead and tell them what the name is, bro.
83 kg Manny.
All right, y'all make sure y'all tap in with him, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keeping out here grinding, lifting some stuff.
Appreciate it.
And then I'll show you see mine too. This is my channel, YouTube channel here. So this is
Just go to your camera.
Yeah.
Yep, and it'll barcode in.
he's quickly, he already knew.
I'll just take a picture and let it load. It's my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you type in endless potential, I'm the first one on there. But have a good look,
Appreciate it,
man.
bro.
If you look out, you'll be on the channel in about five days a week.
Yep. You look familiar though. I done see you before. I can't remember if it was barbershop or what.
Have a good one, man.
Red's barbershop. You never been there? I done seen you though.
Yeah. So back at it here. So you can pan from here all the way down. So they got a ton of flat benches. And it is nice to see a lot of flat benches because usually, you know, that's the one that everybody goes to first. So having the availability there is nice. Like I said, just like with these stations, because all these double is basically, you know, two. It's either a squat or a deadlift station. So really good use of space, I believe. Then right here, this is what I make my money at, is incline, decline, free, and you got the machines. So the difference between like this versus that, because it's basically the same position, is that I can go to complete failure and not have a spotter, and I can just put it back down and it's going to catch itself. With this, it requires stability, and I need a spotter. But free weights are always going to be the king at the end of the day, but machines definitely have their place if you're trying to build muscle. So it's nice to see that right behind it, you have just as much equipment for your chest and your back right here. So this machine I want to talk about because I believe that this machine is a waste of money. So I can't give all pros. I do have to kind of dive into it a little bit. So to me, a machine is meant to use the muscle that you target without having to worry about stability, right? So I'm able to isolate. So just like I just talked about over there with that chest press, when I'm done, I'm hammering the chest, the upper chest, lower chest, whatever it is. I hit failure, I'm done. This is like a free weight machine. So if you look, do you see how it moves freely? It's got bars in the top and on the sides. So while it may be kind of cool looking, what would be the benefit of me doing this versus just standing over here and doing a shoulder press, right? Because it's moving on, you see how it's moving forward and back and down and up? So for me, I see the value in a machine if it locks me in. So it'd be better if this wasn't here, and I can get in here like a Smith machine, like a normal Smith machine, and just push and push. And then when I'm done, I can just rack it real quick, right? But with this, because I had to stabilize, it kind of defeats the purpose of it being a machine, and it takes up a ton of space. Versus I can just do the same exact movement in this squat rack with those pins like they are right there, a little bit lower. So this one I would say is kind of like the only con, or one of the cons I can say for the pieces of equipment they have. I don't really see the value in it. Maybe somebody else in the comments can explain where they see this machine adding value to the gym. So, so this is what I would say is kind of like the only con, or one of the cons I can say for the pieces of equipment they have. I don't really see the value in it. Maybe somebody else in the comments can explain where they see this machine adding value to the gym. So, this is what I would say is kind of like the only con, or one of the cons I can say for the pieces of equipment they have. I don't really see the value in it. Maybe somebody else in the comments can explain where they see this machine adding value to the gym. So Like this right here, this is the, see, like this is an incline, this is kind of got like an incline or decline depending on where you're at. But this is a Smith, so it's locked in on 1 bar versus this being 2 bars. So if this was more vertical, I can sit here and go, and then when I need to, I can just rack real quick, all the way to failure. No spotter, no nothing. This I'm gonna end up needing a spotter on. And then my favorite, if it comes to machines and it's not free weights, right here. So this right here is the hack squat. I know if you're watching my channel, you've seen this piece of equipment, because this piece of equipment has built my legs in addition to back squats. I owe a lot of my leg growth to this piece of equipment and the leg press. Y'all seen the leg press, especially I started the leg press at the beginning of my channel. And so y'all seen that for probably the first month or 2. So you know that that works as well. And there's one more room in here. So this right here is your assisted pull-up / dip machine. I love this. If you cannot do a pull-up, let me repeat that. If you cannot do a pull-up, you need to get on this piece of equipment. Why do I say that? So, let's say you go max out, right? So right now, I got 150 pounds of resistance, or assistance, not resistance, but assistance. So look, I'm having to push myself down really. So right now, I almost am like free floating. See what I'm saying? So there's really no, like I'm not really using my body to really hold up, to get up to the top. So you see what I'm saying? So this is gonna allow you to increase, progressively overload your back and your chest, right? So if I did, so same thing here. If I wanted to use this, or if I wanted to hit 3 style dips, right? Either way, it allows me to get started. So if I can only do 1 regular pull-up, now I can do 10 assisted pull-ups or 10 dips. And then eventually you can fold this up, and now you're hitting dips, free weight. And then before you know it, you're putting weight around your waist. And then you look in the mirror one day and you're like, oh my God, I'm jacked. So, love this piece of equipment. All right, so I already showed you the posing room. What's cool about this gym is that they take their lighting pretty serious. So, you guys actually have seen this room before. I have only showed it one time in my channel here. As you can see, like I said, the lighting they take pretty serious. You got party lights, which is over there. And if you look in the back, they got the disco going. So you got fans, floor lights, spotlights, main light, right? And if you look, it gives like the perfect shadow style to it. And so if the posing room is full, or they have, because they use it also as a classroom. So if there's like a cardio class going on or something, you can come in here, still get your posing done. And they don't mind if you're in here. I just seen like 4 or 5 guys earlier before we started filming. As long as you're posing, they said they don't mind if you're kind of off to the side doing your own thing. So they do support the bodybuilding community, because that's our end goal, right? Is how our body looks at the end of it. The posing allows us to see strengths and weaknesses. I've already said that, if you want to film in here, they love it. Just make sure that you tag them. At least at this crunch, that's what they're telling me. And so I'm hoping it's like that across the entire crunch community, because that's really nice to see. Because it's nice to get to show that, your progress and your effort you're putting in, as long as you're not bothering others and you're not putting, and you're kind of being respectful about it, everybody can enjoy their time here. So I'm gonna show you one piece of equipment that I really want to get to. I personally use a ton of. So there's like your hip thrust. You got your leg curls, leg press machine. But the one I'm coming for, really, everybody knows cables. Like this right here, this is nice. Dual cable, like I said earlier. You can work on one hand at a time. So I like it when I see that instead of one, because you can always make this one, but you can't ever make 1 2. So it allows you to get isolation. This machine right here is mine. So I love building legs, as y'all probably heard already. And what I like about this one is that if you see me working out in my normal gym, it doesn't have this support here. So I have to like free float, and I'm having to push my legs down or hold my legs into the seat like this. So if you look at me from the side, usually I'm like this, and I'm having to keep my hips from coming up. But with this machine, I can lock it up, little thumb grip, set it, no hands, all the legs. I don't have to sit here and support myself, nothing. This style hamstring curl machine, I feel like should be like the go-to for gyms versus the free floating where you don't have nothing to go across your lap. You can push your legs so hard with this because I'm not having to worry about my grip holding my hips down. Or if they don't have it like this, they need to get like a belt of some sort where you can tie it in. So love this, love this, love this. And so to wrap this up, like if you just pan across this gym, there is a ton of isolation machines and equipment. So if you need to hit a certain muscle group, it's there. The only real negative machine, or the only real machine that I had a negative comment about was that one over there in the very back. Other than that, like they have great equipment. They have great lighting, great rooms for posing. You have locker storage if you need to lock your stuff up with codes on it. So it's just one of those things where I feel like this gym, with it being new, has like some really nice equipment. And I'd like to see more and more gyms get these kind of machines in because it's needed. I mean, you can build, well, it's not necessarily needed, but you get more of a variety, right? So I'm more about like, how many tools do I have in my tool bag that I can use to push myself further, right? So while you may not ever use all these machines, the fact that they're there means they're available, right? So it just allows you to push further and further. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this. I'm gonna be doing a couple more gym reviews and then kind of talking about equipment, the pros, the cons, what I'd like to see in more gyms. And if you guys have like certain pieces of equipment that y'all think that would be like a staple in the gym, let me know, or just put in the comment section so others can talk about it. Because I think that as more gyms become more aware of what their customers want, they'll put them in there. So if we don't talk about it, they might not even start to notice that we need it. And it's going to vary from gym to gym. So some gyms may be, a sport specific, but this gym being a big chain style gym, it's really good to see it has a little bit of everything. So here they have, additionally, they have like hydro massage. So it's water jets inside the chair. And if that's your thing, they have it for you. I used to use these a lot when I was starting out in my journey. If I have time, I'll do it. Just with my schedule, I'm so packed with time that it can be hard to get in here, sit down for that time. They have tanning, as you can see. I mean, we can't go in there because I think somebody's in there, but tanning rooms as well. So tanning, hydro massages. They got the TV set up for you. Now, I don't know if y'all have never used one, it's actually pretty comfortable. You can fall asleep if you ain't careful. And then I want to see my buddies here. So this is Chad at Endless Potential. You got it, go earn it. Let's get after it. I'm out. What do you think about that one? Perfect. I think they're gonna love it. Yeah.